What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Yon. Y'all already know me. And this is Forever Slow Stroking the Podcast, episode 75, son. I really appreciate everybody tuning in and locking in with me for however long y'all been rocking with me, son. But I just want to talk about a few things today, right, son? And you might be like, why didn't you do the episode over the weekend like you usually do? Well, because I figured it would be more meaningful to give you information that's, relevant, right? I want to give you something that's, tangible to what's going on right now, son, in the market. And a lot of people are experiencing, red in their portfolio now, and they really don't understand why. So I kind of want to give you that, right? But before we get into this, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do have gems for you, right? There's links in the description where you can get free stuff, free shares. You can also get free crypto and things like that, right? Also, please, if you're enjoying the content to any extent, like and subscribe. I really appreciate that, Joy son. But so I was looking online and I saw this article on Yahoo, and they were just pretty much talking about how pretty much people are worried, more so about this Fed interest rate and Fed decision and FOMC, how all this stuff is going to play out. This week is full of a whole bunch of news, and a lot of people don't really realize how important it is and how dangerous it is to be, trading this volatility, right? So, just look through some of the slides that I'm posting if you're watching on YouTube, but pretty much looking at the news that's coming out, right? They're talking about the Federal Reserve monetary policy decision that comes out this week. I believe those numbers were put on Wednesday. And, they're tying in a whole bunch of things such as CPI numbers, and then also you have the new strain of COVID-19 that's pretty much pulling some things back. But I don't think that's really the issue. If you look at this Benzinga article that I have on Chewy, right? They're talking about how Chewy, was moving today, right? They moved over 6% today, and today's Monday, by the way. Chewy moved over 6%. And if you look at the bottom, towards the bottom of this article, they said, at the same time, our third quarter profitability reflects the impact of ongoing supply chain disruptions, labor shortages, and higher inflation. So I think that the real drawback, that's occurring right now is due to those few things that were mentioned. Supply chain disruptions from people not working, people, being afraid to work because of COVID or whatever else. And then inflation, the cost of businesses more, the cost to get goods for businesses, it's more. So that's something that you really got to pay attention to. And I do personally think that Chewy is a great company, and I love the fact that it has this nice reversal. Like I said, it moved over 6.5% today as I'm looking at it right now, and you'll see. But just to give you an idea of the news articles, not news article, but the events that are coming out this week. On Wednesday, December 15th, we have the retail sales, right? And that's important. Why is it important? Because you kind of got to know who's spending money. If people are spending money, then maybe there's no issue. But if people are not spending money, then that kind of tells you something on the financial side, right? And the economic strength. Then on Wednesday as well, this is the federal interest rate decision and the FOMC that I was talking about earlier within this episode. So this is what people are waiting for, right? These federal, reports, right? And this is what has the market, in a little iffy mode right now. And that's why I also said, I was like, son, I'm not really looking to trade this week. I'm not really looking to trade. And if I get into no trades this week, it will not bother me at all. Because it's like, son, I've traded all year. I'll be able to trade next year. I'll be able to trade the year after that if it's God's will. So I'm not really pressed to trade, right, son? And then, oh, cool. I forgot to mention SPY. Oh, before I talk about SPY, my bad. I forgot to mention also jobless claims come out on Thursday. So it's like you're getting hit 3 times this week, right, son? With news events. And it's a very hectic week if you don't play your cards right, son. So please just save yourself the trouble and sit this one out. Sometimes it's best to just sit this one out, son. And you can always trade again. But looking at SPY, I do see a nice channel that I have. Basically, this small, if you look at the chart on YouTube, there's a small rectangular box. And this is pretty much like my money zone, right? I'm looking at this area to see how much price action I can get into this confined space. If the price action, stays in that confined space for enough time and it shoots towards the upside, that is a very strong bullish sign. Just remember that. And also, if you look at the VIX, you can see that the VIX is kind of like at a crossroads, right? Between being bullish and bearish. It pulled back crazy after a strong move in the bullish direction. However, it left some gaps in that bullish direction as well. So between $25 and $27, it left a huge gap right there, almost like a dollar gap on the VIX. So I'm not convinced that the VIX is pulling back to stay back. I think the VIX will continue to go up. But also the way SPY could just turn around and keep going bullish, right? Depends on how that joint is managed. So that's pretty much how it goes. But look, son, don't forget, check out Jermaine's Hustle class if you haven't done so already. And if you need to talk about any of this stuff, right? And also, crap, I forgot to mention, crypto's down too. It's down bad. Not down bad, but I do think that crypto is pulling back, and it shows Bitcoin. I don't think that Bitcoin should be, anybody's concern or people should be worried about it. I mean, if you bought Bitcoin at 60-something K, then all right, yeah, you should be worried because you're losing a lot of money. But I mean, if you bought Bitcoin at reasonable levels, then it really shouldn't be an issue for you because, 40, 45, 46, 48K, those are pretty reasonable numbers for Bitcoin, and also Ethereum as well, right? Ethereum, 3,700, it's not bad. It was like almost 5K, but we just got to wait for these things, right, son? We just got to wait. You just got to be patient, and then we'll figure it out from there. But look, son, this is Forever Slow Stroking the podcast. If you need me, hit me. And I will always do my best to make sure I give you guys good content. Next week, I think I will talk about auto leases, because a lot of people hit me up talking about, well, not a lot of people, but I ran into quite a few people who were mentioning getting into an auto lease. And I kind of want to give you my pros and cons of auto leasing and where it could be beneficial and how it may be harmful to you. But for now, son, we're just going to close out there. But catch me when you can. All right, son. Peace.